losing streak, giving hope to the AL's 3 other playoff teams and the Red Sox. How about Daisuke Matsuzaki against Alex Rodriguez? A-Rod 2 for 21 in his career. That's .195. Then Rodriguez, 2-run home run, his 29th, yanks up 2-1. Actually, that's .095. My math stinks. Top 9, Ryan Kalish on first. Billy Hall at bat facing Mariano Rivera. Look at Kalish. Takes off first pitch, swipes second, then swipes third. Hey, you don't get much of an opening against Mo. You got to push it. Later in that bat, Billy Hall singles to left. Kalish scores. The Sox tie it at 2. Next guy up, Mike Lowell. And Hall is off to the races. Second base, no throw. Guess what? He's on his way to third. Goodness me. Let's pay attention to the base runners. Lowell, sac fly to center. Billy's going to tag and score. The Red Sox take the lead 3-2. Rivera's blown 3 saves in September. That's most for him in a month since August 2003. Home half of the ninth, though. 1 out, bases loaded. Rodriguez now facing Jonathan Papelbon, and Papelbon's got some trouble, too. Walk to load the bases. Next up, Robinson Cano, who's 10 for 17 this season with the bases full, make it 11 for 18. That one gets by. Eduardo Nunez scores. So Papelbon and Mo Rivera blow a save for the first time ever on the same day. It's 3 apiece. Jorge Posada struck out. Lance Berkman, fly ball to right. So the side is retired and will go to 10 innings. SportsCenter to follow. In the 10th, 3 all still. Runner on first. Brett Gardner. Sack bunt off Hideki Okajima. Victor Martinez gives good effort to field it, throw it, but the ball gets away, hits Gardner's left arm into foul territory. So Gardner's safe. Curtis Granderson moves up to third on the error by the catcher. With the bases loaded, 1 out, Juan Miranda. That is ball 4 from Okajima. Yankees win it 4-3. The walk-off walk. It is the 12th walk-off loss for Boston this season. Mountain, he had his good stuff. Kane, perfect through 4, but in the 5th, Troy Tulowitzki. Oh, that's a harmless comeback. Or he one-hops it over to Aubrey Huff. And Tulo is safe at first. Could be worse. Man could have homered, but you see there, that's fairly routine play. Error on your pitcher. Next batter, Jason Giambi, strikes out swinging. Tulowitzki steals second, so runner in scoring position despite having no hits. 2 batters later, Jay Payton strikes out. 2 we got, Miguel Oliva. So another scoreless inning for Kane. Works around his own error. No hits through 5. Into the 8th. The man with the orange brim out there again. Still no hitter. Ryan Spilborghs leading off. Grounds with the 3rd. Panda over. There we go. 7 1/3 with the no-hitter. Next guy up, Payton again. Kane, dig it in. Juan Uribe at short. Fields, little clutch. Throw not in time to first. No-hitter over. Or do we have an error? We look at this again. Kane's like, we're good, dog. He gets it. Now that seems fairly. That has actually scored a hit. Wow. He beats the throw clearly, but Kane loses the no-hitter. 2 batters later, Melvin Mora. Deep drive to center. Well, there's not much question about this one. Just score that a home run. 7th year. Rockies pull within 4-2. Bring out EY. Eric Young Jr. Kane regrouping. That's strike 3. The 8th inning is over. Kane going to pitch into the 9th. 1 on, 2 outs. Jason Giambi. That'll end it right there. Uncle Charlie came to the ballpark. Complete game, 8 Ks, 3 hits, 2 earned as the Giants get a crucial win, 4-2.
All right, so the Padres then need to win to avoid falling out of first place. Reds' magic number to clinch the Central was 2 going in. What a difference Joey Votto makes in that Cincinnati lineup. Off Clayton Richard, get out of town, his 37th of the year, 11 shots in his last 15 games. Top 4, Reds are down 2-1. An intentional walk to load him up for Chris Heisey. That strategy does not pay off. That's a 3-run double down the left field line, with Cincinnati up by a score of 4-2. Bottom of the 4th, still 4-2. 1 out, go-ahead run as the plate for the Padres. Your Vitor Alba. Don't assume. Go ahead and assume this one. 6-4, 3 double play inning over. Reds get out of the jam. Let's go to the 7th. Bottom 7. Reds up 6-2. It's Torrealba at the plate. Well, he's not going to make 2 outs here. Just 1. Homer Bailey gets him. And the next batter, Bailey, also gets Chase Headley. Bailey, 7 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned. Reds win 12-2. They snap.
A's won't catch the Phillies, trying to hold off the wild card challengers from out west. It's Atlanta, it's Washington, it's Rick Anke lining one down the right field line. Noki Cabrera will come around from second to score, and we are knotted up at 2 in the 7th. Ankiel, 2 for 4, had a homer and 2 ribs. Home half of the 7th, bases trucked. Ian Desmond, 0 for 3, leading up to this plate appearance, but you know what? You're clutch when you get your first knock at the right time. Willie Harris scores. Danny Espinosa. Nationals going to win at 4-2. Atlanta now 4-7. Last 11 struggling.
Yankees take advantage. They can clinch a playoff spot outright with a win in Toronto or a loss by the Red Sox. But Boston won. A.J. Burnett struggling to keep this in the yard. This is John Buck, 19th of the year, coming in the 2nd inning. Next inning, it's Vernon Wells. He was a triple shy of the cycle. Wells is 31st. Jays 243 home runs, 10th most all-time in a single season. It's 5-0 Blue Jays. 2 batters later, Buck, watch out now, almost taking out Burnett. That'll bring in Lyle Overbay. One more look, and look how close it is to Burnett's face, nearly taking off his cap. 6-0 Jays. Burnett, 2 1/3, 7 hits, 7 earned. Mark Teixeira doing what he can to make it a game. 3-run blast, 33rd of the year, coming in the 7th to make it 7-5. In the 9th, it's still 7-5. Kevin Gregg looking to shut it down, and he gets Teixeira to fly out. So Burnett, his 15th loss, most by a Yankee since Melito Perez with 16 back in 1992. 7-5 the final. And 1 at the All-Star break. Still searching for win number 20. Bases loaded in the first. Casey Blake back to the mound off Jimenez's leg into left. 2 runs come in. Blake had 3 hits. 2-0 Dodgers. Jimenez would stay in the game. To the 4th, still 2-0. Carlos Gonzalez to center. Get up and get out. 34th of the season. It's now a 1-run game. To the 6th, man on second, 2 out. For Trent Olchin. Jimenez, 1 of 6 Ks. He went 7 innings, gave up just 3 hits and 2 earned, you saw in the first. Bottom of the frame, Rockies. Runner on second, 2 outs for Chris Iannetta. He can't do it. Jimenez will have to wait for another shot. He's at St. Louis later on. Rockies.
Lead on Monday. Those 2 teams closed with 3 in San Francisco, but first the Padres with 4 at home against the Cubs. Top 5, Tim Stauffer to Kosuke Fukudome. David Eckstein, great diving stop, flips it to Miguel Tejada for the out. Top 6, Stauffer facing Starlin Castro. Off Stauffer's leg, Tejada barehanded in time. And the defense helping out Stauffer. Bottom 7, Carlos Zambrano walked 2 batters facing Tony Gwynn Jr., and he got it. Zambrano, 1.27 ERA in his last 10 starts. Next batter, Oscar Salazar, gets him to pop out. 7 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 5 Ks. Zambrano looking to win his 7th straight decision since returning to the rotation. Carlos Marmol facing Chase Headley with a runner on second. Home plate umpire Greg Gibson says the pitch hit Headley. Mike Quade comes out to argue. Ball appears to bounce in between Headley's feet. So the Padres winning run on base. Marmol facing Nick Hundley. By this point, the bases were loaded, but Hundley can't bring any runs home. Cubs winning 1-0. Loss puts the Padres in danger of falling out of the lead in the wild card race.
Well, the Braves have struggled at the wrong time. They've lost 5 of their last 6. What would they do? They're averaging just under 2.5 runs per game. Dan Uggla robbed here by Martin Prado. Nice stop on that at third. But he would land hard on his left hip, cause for concern later. Prado sending a chopper back to the mound. He goes down in pain. He said he heard a pop. Same hip he landed on earlier. He would leave with a hip pointer. Cox said he would be out a while. That is Bobby Cox's manager. To the 8th now. Marlins down 1-0. Runner on second. Brad Davis facing Tommy Hanson. Lazy fly. It'll drop and stay fair. Mike Stanton comes in. And after getting 1 more out, Hanson leaving the game, 7 2/3, 1 earned run. Jose Veras in the 11th that gets away. Nate McLeod moving to third. Rick Ankiel to second. Later in the at-bat for Freddie Freeman, he can't get it done. Caught watching. Next batter, Omar Infante. Full count, capping off a great at-bat with the slider here, sending it to left. McLeod comes in, 13th walk-off win for the Braves, best in baseball, 2-1. And Nationals Monday in D.C., the magic number at 1. Roy Halladay looking to become the major's first 21-game winner in the second. Adam Dunn can't handle the heat. In the 4th, Niger Morgan has wheels. Placido Polanco spin, throw to get Morgan. That was from Michael Jack Schmidt, celebrating a birthday on Monday. To the 6th, Jason Worth already sent a bomb into orbit. 2 on, 2 outs in the 6th, and Worth to right. The double brings in Polanco and Chase Utley. Worth had 3 hits. Phillies up 3-0 now. To the 9th. 8-0 game. Halladay going for the shutout and the division title. Charlie Manuel watching on in D.C.
Wind up the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's over. The Phillies are the National League Eastern Division champions for the 4th consecutive year as they circle around their ace, Roy Halladay.
Halladay gave up 2 singles. Bubbly for everyone, including the Flying Hawaiian.
Some would say, well, we turned the switch on in September. Well, it's not that easy. You know, we're not that kind of team. You know, we want to do great from the beginning, but, you know, it's one of those things that, hey, when September comes, we just play well, and it's one of those things that we were able to get it done.
This is awesome. Too many Octobers I've spent fishing up in the mountains and fly fishing out in Montana, and to get a chance to play some baseball in October. As much as I love fishing, it's going to be way better.
It's incredible. It really is. It's incredible knowing that, you know, it's at the end of the season, after a long season, you know that you're here again and you have an opportunity to do some great things. It's unbelievable.
I mean, like, I feel the same way about our team I did 4 or 5 years ago, like 4 years ago, you know, like when first time we won. You know, like, I know we can do it again. I know we can do it over and over.
The Phillies have clinched home field throughout the playoffs as well. That includes the World Series since the National League won the All-Star game, so they can relax the final 5 games. Roy Halladay, the man who has made 320 starts without a playoff start, the longest active streak in the big leagues, gets win number 21.